Hey dear movie lover, welcome back to FilmHead. As we are the almost at last moment of the year, we are taking a look at the most epic, thrilling, and high-octane action movies that recently releases in Netflix in 2024. Join me as I take you through the best action drama movies newly released in 2024 so far in recent days. So let's start our journey at Netflix Top Movies 2024. Number 1. The Shadow Strays. I recently watched The Shadow Strays on Netflix, and I must say, it's one of the best action films I've ever seen. I've watched many action movies, but the intensity of this one was on another level. The action sequences were mind-blowing, leaving me on the edge of my seat. The story follows a young assassin who defies her mentor to protect a boy from a dangerous criminal syndicate. While the plot is straightforward, the film excels in its action sequences, which are both brutal and creative. The performances are solid, and the cinematography captures the gritty atmosphere effectively. The fight scenes were so thrilling that they gave me goosebumps. Packed with violence and bloodshed, the movie never lets up on the action. This movie was impeccably written and directed. The visuals were amazing and AI perfection. I'm watching it over and over again. The action and fight scenes was great from start to finish. From hand to hand, to swordplay, great technique made him look realistic by being a student of martial arts. Is something I highly recommend. All praise to Netflix for championing this great director, who could teach Hollywood a hell of a lot on how to make action movies. If you love to watch attractive young women kicking plenty of ass, this is the film for you. Number 2. Outside. Outside is more of a psychological thriller, so if you're expecting a typical zombie action film like Train to Busan, this isn't it. The zombies are more of side note in this slow burn focused on family conflict and unresolved trauma. The film depicts the claustrophobia of being both literally and figuratively imprisoned by a deteriorating relationship, a terrible background, and personal defects. Family dynamics account for a large portion of the story's intensity. The movie makes references to past trauma, sibling rivalry, and abuse, especially with Francis, the father figure. It's more about what's festering within the house than the zombies outside. The film's description could have better prepared viewers for its psychological crisis, emphasizing that it's not a typical fight for survival type of movie but a portrayal of the protagonist's internal struggles during an apocalypse. The cinematography, pacing, and acting are all top-notch, signaling a new era in Filipino cinema. Overall, this is a fantastic step towards Filipino films and our breakaway from very cliché storytelling and oftentimes mixing comedic themes into a rather already good atmosphere. Number 3. The Greatest of All Time. Vijay is one of Tamil cinema's greatest of all time, GOAT, and his most recent blockbuster is nothing short of extraordinary. His commanding presence takes over the screen from the first scene, displaying his unparalleled charm and easy style in each action sequence and poignant moment. The movie weaves together thrilling action, powerful drama, and emotional depth, keeping viewers hooked from start to finish. Vijay's portrayal of the complex, layered protagonist stands out as one of his finest performances to date. His ability to shift between heart-pounding action and heartfelt moments with ease is a testament to his immense versatility as an actor. The film's directing is excellent, with visually breathtaking action sequences that are expertly choreographed and a compelling story. The supporting cast likewise excels, giving each crucial moment more weight and deepening the plot. In conclusion, GOAT is a crowd pleaser and a box office giant, with Thalapathy Vijay once again proving why he is one of the most celebrated stars in Tamil cinema. Number 4. The Platform 2. One of the reasons I love The Platform is the way it shows humanity at its best and worst. The script is moving at times, terrifying at others. Gastelo Rudia's direction draws out this hope and horror in the performers, all of whom are raw and believable. Once more, there is a lot of graphic and unsettling imagery, so it is not one to watch while eating. However, the underlying examination of society power dynamics is as fascinating as it was in the original, and the dialogue and performances are strong. However, the gore is pretty awesome. However, the constant blood splatter on the camera felt like much for just one time, but then they repeated it a couple times and it was pretty cheesy. The movie started off with an intriguing new context but quickly lost its way. While the first Platform was an eerily thrilling experience that stuck with me, the sequel just left you confused and bored maybe. Overall, this movie is rated way too low and deserved more credit as a second version, and while the first film is overall better, Platform 2 is a train wreck of epic proportions. It has no clear beginning, no ending, and whatever happens in between is pointless. Number 5. Rebel Ridge. Rebel Ridge is a very good political crime suspense movie. Those expecting a high-intensity action film will be disappointed and should go elsewhere, because Rebel Ridge has a carefully designed methodical pace to tell an entire story with no loose ends. Aaron Pierre is excellent as a former Marine who has been defrauded by corrupt police officers, led by Don Johnson's villainous police chief who connives to get every last penny from suspects detained for traffic infractions and small-time drug offenses before releasing them from custody. Of course, this film has a great deal more on its mind, as it seeks to tackle the inequities of the legal system, including systemic racism, police corruption and accountability, cash bail, and civil asset forfeiture. This is one of the year's most surprising films, leading with its intelligent writing, character development, and understated intensity. Either way, the film is on Netflix now, where you all can see it, and I definitely think you should. It's a good time. Overall, Rebel Ridge is surprisingly really good. Netflix has, in recent times, been pushing out some real bummers when it comes to their films, but there is a real soul in this one that gets to you. Number 6. Siripidha Sanavaram. The movie, Siripidha Sanavaram, is a heartwarming and impactful work that will provide the audience with a truly entertaining experience. The plot structure, depth of character, and acting are crafted in a way that makes every scene special. The audience will always have something fresh to consider thanks to the tale progression and screenplay weave. The film's plot and dialogue will provoke deep thought in viewers. The relationships between the realistic individuals are simply remarkable. The characters are more realistic because of the highly alive and realistic acting. Every performer is flawless in their parts, and their performances complement one another well. Every character in the film fits their role flawlessly, thanks to the superb casting. The visual presentation and cinematography are also excellent. Every scene in the film is visually striking, and the set's inventiveness is really impressive. The film's poignant moments are enhanced by the background music and cinematography. It was nice to see the movie of natural star Nani Nd Priyanka Mohan Akada, but as an action thriller the best choice would be Siripidha Sanavaram's super direction.